80%. In company surveys, does the questionnaire ask specifically about satisfaction with employee ownership and profit sharing?
In employee surveys, I think we didn't have that question, but I showed you the workshop, the reserve, and all of them said we want to preserve and develop the system that we have. So I think the reserve from employees obviously show that they're totally satisfied with the employee ownership and profit sharing.
I'm not sure if I missed them or not. Did you have employment figures in your presentation? Did employment also grow in the company?
Yeah, as company are getting getting more profit, obviously we're hiring more people, and people who leave our company is relatively much less compared to our competitor.
I'm interested in governance and the relationship between employee share ownership and governance. Does the Employee Stock Ownership Association have formal leaders?
Yes.
How are they chosen?
They're elected by the vote, I think, and decision making with the executive level as well. So we're kind of voting for the election of leader of Employee Stock Ownership Association.
Similarly with the Labor Welfare Fund?
Labor Welfare Fund is being dealt by a team. We have a general administration team. They're controlling the Labor Welfare Fund. Yeah.
Does the leader of the Employee Stock Ownership Association have a seat on the board of directors?
No. They're not supposed to take a seat on the board of directors if they're leader of the Employee Stock Ownership Association.
But they vote shares in shareholder meetings?
Yeah, you mean they attend shareholders meeting?
They attend and they vote their shares, their decisions that are questions put to the shareholders, vote yes, vote no.
No, in the shareholder meeting I think they don't have a time to speak out.
Not to speak, but just to vote their shares. We have 1 million shares, and our million votes will go to yes or go to no.
We didn't have that sort of, that election situation so far, because we didn't really have a disagreement between shareholders. In South Korea, it's relatively, it doesn't really happen that often like in the US. So we didn't have such a situation, but if we have a situation to decide, I think employee stock ownership will get the ideas of the employees if they agree or disagree, and that's going to be research. It's not going to be an individual decision of the leader.
New employees, when do they start with employee ownership and how? How is it done?
Once they join the company, as I told you, we always distribute our shares to them for free. But if they stay in the company for a longer period, they
Where do the first shares come from?
There's a portion that our founder sort of donated for Employee Stock Ownership Association, and there's a dividend coming from that portion, and we use such fund to purchase the company stock, and we distribute it to employees for free.
So the association buys stock on the open market?
Yeah.
Distribute to
Yes. Yeah.
When does an employee, as soon as an employee becomes an employee, he or she starts?
Yeah, 1 year later maybe. If they join the company like September, once in a year they receive the company's stock. And if they purchase the company's stock, we give some kind of more percentage so they can earn more stocks. Because we appreciate them voluntarily purchasing company stock by their own will, by their own fund. So in that case, they can earn more company stocks.
Is there a new employee orientation that explains employee ownership and profit sharing to them?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. We emphasize the system to employees so they understand the company's culture, because that's our management philosophy.
What percentage of employees work on ships traveling around the world?
Almost 300, something like 300. So there are a lot of people there, and they're sort of the blue collar, if you have to distinguish, right? And normally in South Korean shipping company, we hire blue collar labor as interim contract, so company can always fire them, but our company hired them for a permanent contract, so they can stay in the company until 60 as government regulation. So this is unique, and we give the same concept, same ratio to them as well. They are the member of employee ownership, and they are eligible for the profit sharing for the same ratio. Yeah.
Many more questions. The last one I would ask is, what challenges does the company face? Do you think the company faces challenges with respect to using employee ownership and profit sharing, things that it might improve?
Yeah, I mean, we always want to develop the system because we have been developing system for the last 5 decades. So we definitely want to develop if there's any idea. That's why we're here, and we have one more guy here. We're trying to get ideas from you to have possibility to make our system even better. Although we are satisfied, we don't really have any trouble or challenges about our system so far. But it's always better if we have, some chance to even make it greater.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.